What is up? It is Big Char Trades back with another video, and in this video I am going to show you how to stop standing in the way of yourself. Now, whether you've been trading for a while or you just started trading, this is probably the biggest problem that traders deal with, because 100% of the day trading game is psychology, and if you cannot handle your psychology, then you will never succeed at day trading. Now, I'm a very firm believer in the fact that your psychology matters way more than whatever strategy it is that you're trading. And this is typically the reverse of what a lot of new traders think when they start trading, right? A lot of new traders come into the market and they see a bunch of day traders online and they start trading with one strategy, and then they see another strategy, and then they try to trade with that, and then they try to trade with another one and another one and another one. And a trading strategy becomes this shiny object syndrome. And for what? For them to not even be able to get funded. And that is simply because their psychology is not good enough and has never been good enough to trade. And that is the only thing standing in the way of their success, right? Their psychology standing in the way of their success. They are standing in the way of their own success, okay? A lot of new traders do this. So in this video, I'm hoping to share with you a different perspective and help get you to understand where you might be standing in the way of your success and how to stop doing that so you can allow yourself to get funded, get payouts, etc., etc. Now, with that being said, this is obviously not just a simple fix. You can't just watch this video and then completely switch your entire perspective on trading. This journey requires a lot of intrinsic searching, and you need to find solutions for problems that nobody else goes through, because you're the only person that knows yourself and your brain. And the funny part is, you're also the only person who is actually executing on the chart. So no matter what I tell you in this video, no matter what strategy you trade in general, you are going to be responsible for whatever happens. Okay? So with that being said, I want to talk about probably the most important topic in this Stop Standing in the Way of Yourself video, which is you need to start being comfortable with taking losses. This is way more easier said than done, right? But the only way to become comfortable with taking losses is by taking losses and not reacting from those losses. Okay, you might be in a spot right now with your trading where you trade, you think it's a good setup, you get stopped out, you immediately start looking for another trade to make your P&L green, right? Maybe you even size up to make your P&L green, get stopped out again, now you're in a pit, and you just keep doing it until your account's blown. This is fucking horrible. It's a horrible cycle that every single trader goes through, and the only way to break through that cycle is by taking losses and not acting on it. Because if you do that enough times, then your mind is gonna get to the point where you could take a loss and you trust yourself enough to not act on it so it doesn't make you feel a certain way. Okay, a lot of people deal with this negative mindset after taking a loss, right? They'll trade in the morning, it'll be a red day, and they'll be like depressed the whole rest of their day, right? And that's just so stupid. And the only fix is by taking more losses. So what you need to do is you need to focus on taking a loss, closing the chart, and literally not thinking about trading for the rest of the day. If you can do that 10 times, then I promise you on that 11th time, when you take that loss, you will be chilling. Like, you will not try to find another trade. You will not be depressed. It's just another day for you. And I want you to do this with wins as well, right? You take 10 wins in a row. Don't get cocky. Like, go about your day, right? And eventually, after doing this 50, 100, 200, 500 times, you get to the point where it doesn't matter if you win or lose, you feel the same and you act the same. And that is homeostasis in trading, and that is extremely important. And that is truly the only way to stop standing in the way of yourself. The only reason why you're not profitable is because of you. You are the only person standing in the way of your success. The only person who executes on that chart is you. The sooner you realize this, the sooner you will become profitable, right? Self-doubt, negativity, depression, overtrading, emotional trading, revenge trading, it's all a lack of emotional intelligence. It's 100% true. It's all because you let your emotions affect you on the charts. And until you stop doing that, you're gonna remain unprofitable. And I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I'm not saying that, you know, to just say it for the video. I fucking genuinely mean it. The sooner you stop letting your emotions cause you to take action is the sooner you will become profitable with trading, because it is the sooner you let losses have no effect on your mental, sooner you could step away in any single market condition, right? That's it. Imagine the difference, okay? I just want you to imagine a scenario here, okay? Imagine you just bought a 50K account, right? Max drawdown is $2,000, right? Let's say you just bought a 50K account. You take a loss with two minis, right? Let's say you're trying to pass the evaluation account. Take a loss with two minis and you're down $1,000 on the day. Now, there are two different people here, person A and person B. Person A sees that he's down $1,000, gets off the charts, closes his charts, goes about his day, understands how to take a loss. That's it, right? Person B tries to make back that loss immediately and then ends up blowing the account. Person A wakes up the next day, sees an A+ setup, takes it, makes $1,500 on the day. Wait, so the person A literally is up $500 only because he knows how to contain himself and he doesn't let losses control him and he doesn't let his emotions control him, while person B blew their account, right? 2,000 max drawdown, took that first $1,000 loss, took a second trade to try to make that back, lost that trade, right? So now person B has to go buy another fucking evaluation account, and person A can pass his in the next 2 days, right? Now imagine the scale at which this is true. Like, imagine if both of these people were trading 20 Apex accounts. Imagine how frustrating that would be if they were funded accounts. Now, a lot of you guys watching this video, you guys understand that you cannot let losses control you, right? That's not new news. You understand. You've heard people say you're standing in the way of your own success. You've heard people talk about, you know, not emotional trading, not revenge trading, blah, blah, blah. But like, for some reason, it doesn't click in your head and you think you're an outlier. You're not an outlier. You're not an outlier. It doesn't matter if you've gotten a payout or not. You're not an outlier. Like, the trap that a lot of people fall in, right, is they'll have this really good winning streak. They'll pass evaluation accounts, get funded, maybe even get a few payouts. And then they go through this dry period, right? They go on tilt, they blow their funded account, and then they get stuck in this evaluation jail where they can't pass an account. And they're stuck doing what person A did, right? Or no, they're stuck doing what person B did, where all they care about is being green on the day. All they care about is passing the account. So what happens? They let the losses control them because they can't see red. They can't afford to see red. They need to make trading work. They can't afford to see red. So they just keep trading and they blow their account and they blow up more and more and more accounts. And then eventually they're left with nothing and they're like, holy shit, it's been 6 months and I'm in the same spot I was in 6 months ago and nothing has changed. Now, that's not a strategy problem, clearly. That's a you problem. That's a psychological problem. And that's exactly what I'm trying to express to you in this video. The strategy that you trade does not fucking matter one bit. Does not matter at all. At all. Does not matter. The only thing that matters is your psychology, is your mental health, is your ability to handle a loss, right? So now that we covered that ability to handle a loss, how else are you standing in the way of your success? What else are you doing on the charts that's affecting you off the charts, right? What helps with me is whenever I trade, when I'm done trading for the day at 10:30, I don't do anything related to trading. Now, a lot of you guys will end trading, you'll go back test, and then you'll go review your trades, and then maybe you'll hop on Asia session to try to catch a trade, and then like blah, blah, blah. You do all this bullshit that doesn't fucking help you at all. After you're done trading for the morning, you should be done trading. Because what happens if you took an L on the day, right? Let's say today I traded this morning, let's say I took an L, right? What happens if I go back test? And when I'm back testing, for some reason, I'm not profitable back testing. So what if I go back testing and my win rate is 20%? Just because maybe you just happen to be back testing during a time where price action wasn't great, right? What if that happens? You think that's not going to affect you? Because from my perspective, you just lost in the morning and then you went to go back test and you lost your back testing session. Are you going to feel like you're good at trading? No, you're not. And then what do? And then Asia session opens and you try to prove to yourself that you're a good trader. So you trade Asia session like a fucking idiot. And then what happens? You either blow your account or you start the next AM session, the next New York AM session, you start it in drawdown because you lost that Asia trade. And if you didn't trade Asia, maybe because you're disciplined, you still start that AM session down because you're sad that you lost yesterday and you're sad that you back tested and it didn't work. You had a 20% win rate when you were back testing. You're sad that it didn't work and you couldn't even trade during back testing. You think that is good? You think that you should be doing trading related stuff after you're done trading for the day? No, when I'm done trading for the day, I'm done trading for the day. The only things I'll do when I'm done trading, I'll check in with the Discord, review their trades, right? I'll have the Q&A call that we have. And that's it. I'll talk to the Discord a couple times. I will not look at the charts. I will not backtest. I will not do anything. The only time I backtest is when I'm looking for like a specific thing. Like if I want to see my entry model work let's see if it works at 11:15 in the morning, I'll backtest and see if it works at 11:15 in the morning. I'm just using that as an example. I don't even do that. But like a lot of you guys just love trading so much. And that's literally you standing in the way of your own success, dude. And I wish you could see it because it's 100% true. Until you fix that, you are going to remain unprofitable. A lot of you guys need to fucking see what I'm saying here. Everything you do regarding trading is affecting you. You're standing in the way of yourself. You just are. Like, I want you to be able to see how peaceful it is, how peaceful trading is when you're not standing in the way of yourself, when you're not fucking yourself over on a daily basis, when you're not thinking about a loss all day, when you're not backtesting, when you're not like, it frustrates me because trading is so peaceful and it's really not what people on social media make it out to be. And you don't have to take all these losses. You don't have to make the process so hard, but for some reason you feel the need to fucking make your life difficult. It's almost like a fucking weird kink. Like you're like trying to make trading work so bad that you're willing to compromise your entire mental health. You're willing to compromise your attention throughout the day. You're willing to compromise everything to make trading work. And that is exactly what's preventing you from becoming profitable. And it's impossible to realize when you're in that. Trust me, I was in that too. Everybody has been in that at one point, in that vicious cycle. But like the most common theme in traders becoming profitable is them realizing how little trading actually matters. You don't have to love trading. In fact, if you hate trading, you will make more money trading because you'll be excited to get off the charts, right? When I'm in a trade, and I'm being 100% honest here, when I'm in a trade, I don't care if it hits my TP or stop loss. I just want to be out of the trade so I can close the charts and go enjoy the rest of my day. I'm not just saying that. I genuinely mean that. And that is a very common characteristic in traders becoming profitable. Very common. But your obsessive nature with trading is the reason why you're unprofitable. It's the reason why you've never made money trading, and it will keep you unprofitable until you realize that you're standing in the way of your own success, until you get out of the fucking way so you can let trading work for you. So I hope that what I'm saying in this video has resonated with you. I hope that you genuinely feel different after watching this video. I hope you've been taking notes, or at least you saved this video or something so that you don't do the same shit that you've been doing, because trust me, it's not working and it's not worth it. For your own sake, it's not worth it. Get out of the way and let yourself become profitable. Stop standing in the way of your own success. Stop being obsessed. You're being completely obsessed. Completely. And it's fucking ridiculous. So I hope you learned something, anything from this video. If you have anything to say at all, If you have a request for a video, if you just have anything to say about this video, if you appreciated this video, if you have a question, let me know in the comments below. I literally read all of my comments 24/7. You can check my past videos, like I read all my comments and respond to the good ones. Also, if you want to join the Narrative Premium, link is in the description. We do Q&As, we do trade reviews, we do draw and liquidity reviews. I have a fucking whole 30 video course with videos just like this in there, psychological stuff that I haven't really shared, right? All of this stuff is important, but it's not important if you don't take it seriously. It's not important if you keep standing in the way of yourself, because all of it is useless if you're just gonna keep standing in the way of yourself. You're just gonna keep doing the same exact thing you've been doing this whole time, which has kept you unprofitable. I really, like, you can tell you can hear the passion in my voice, because I mean it. Like, I care. Like, I hate seeing people fuck themselves over day after day without even realizing it. That's the biggest fucking problem in the trading space. It's a fucking disease, right? It's a disease. The obsessive nature, it's just all a disease. So if you have any I can't fucking talk. If you have anything to say in the comments below, let me know. Subscribe if you feel like it. I post videos like this every weekend. I post trade recaps every single day. Literally just go to my YouTube channel, watch all my trade recaps. Try to include as much as I can for you guys. Now, with that being said, like the video if you feel like it. Follow me on all my other socials if you feel like it. That is the end of this video. Peace out. Have a good one, and stop standing in the way of yourself. I promise you, you will see a huge difference in your trading if you stop fucking yourself over.